everybody, hope you're all well. Mindful moodling will be starting in a few minutes. Well, you know how early I am. Anyway, just bear with me, the video's about to start soon. Thanks, bye. Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I'm not too sure this camera's straight because I feel I'm on the wonk. Hello, I hope everyone's well. I've put a link in the group and on my homepage about this amazing art documentary called Paper and Glue. It touched me, absolutely amazing it is. So if you get a chance, I've put a link to it. I think you do have to you have to purchase it, but I'm not too sure how it all works. So, but it's well worth having a look at. Even the trailer's good, tells you what it's about. So today, black paper in the group. I've got everything. So everything I'm going to be using is there if you so wish. I'm sat in front of the window, so we've got plenty of light. I hope you can see well. So let's have a look. Hi, Pat. Hi, Sue. Oh, well, we might have a good one done by then, Sue. We've got hello all. And we've got Jenny. Greetings from Jenny. And my lovely mucker over on the Emerald Isle in UK is Emma. So I just took my glove off Emma. So I can't tell you how much it works. I was gobsmacked. Anyway, I can't remember what we did last time when we did an owl, but this time I'm going to do the mellow owl. I'm going to do it on black. I'm going to do it with a white pen, maybe a little bit of gold dip pen. Oh, it's silver, that's even better. To add highlights, but I don't think I've got this on my little description. If you go to description on there, you'll find it all there. Right, okay, so I'm just going to draw out a square. It can be any size you want. But basically, I liked this size, and I'll show you the ones I've done. I've just thrown it over there. Oh, that's clever, isn't it? So I'm just going to draw a square on one piece of black card. I've put the papers and watercolour papers and whatnot. How's your father's? Everything. I've put it all there. So I'm just going to draw out a square. I don't wait for anybody, me, do I? Just get on with it. Get on with it. Oh, I'm on the telly. I'll let you know when. I think it's 17th or 27th. I'm really looking forward to it because I've not been on for ages. And I think that's a good thing as well because you get saturated with people, don't you? So I'm just going to. Well, I felt I was getting to saturation point. So I'm just going to draw this out. Now, this is only a guideline. Why do I do this? I draw a guideline, and that allows me to keep within the lines, but that does not mean I have to stay within those lines. It might mean that I want to go further. That's cool as well. So it's entirely up to you how big the size is. I have got lots of apertures, and if you want to work like we did the other day, come here. Like the other day with this, saw some amazing talent doing that. If you want to work on smaller cards, that's fine. If you want to use the inner one as a guideline, I'll draw it on here and show you what it looks like. Let me take Emma off because she's probably not wanting to. Hey, it's Blabbers here. Oh, we've got Ellen as well. Hi, Carol. Oh, I want to put a star on everybody's face. Not on your face, but you know. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm just messing about. Anyway, I'm just clicking buttons. I'll put a star. So I'm going to draw this out. Look at that. Isn't it weird how you're drawn to sizes and shapes? Boom, boom. So this is the outside. This is the inside. So that shows you the size of the frame. And sometimes, you know, hey ho, that's what you want to do. Or that's as big as you want to go. I quite like the idea of what I'm going to be doing. So I'm going to use this size, which will allow me to go to that size. Okay, that makes sense. So I've got that much on the mount if I wish, and that'll become clearer as I go on. All right. So it's a good, really good idea to keep your frames like this because you get what's happening here. Get rid of that. So the owl, right? Well, the owl is absolutely stunning. Um, I've been that lost with my own little world and sorting new Patreon projects out that um, I sort of forget where I am in the world and get in my own little space. And I'm like, wow, you know, people forget me if I don't sort of do something constructive. But I do get lost in the hour and the day. And yesterday I was at the monastery and it was fantastic. I didn't get much done, but I never do. So I've gone through some of the drawings I did before, and I've sort of picked out the owly ones that I did in white, and I've just sort of extended them a little bit more. So I've just drawn them um, in different ways. So he looks a bit serious, yeah. These look softer, and this is the shape. Yeah, I think it's about that shape. So it gives me a place to work in. That is a little bit big, but that would fit in a bigger frame. And I love this one. Got right chubby cheeks. So what I'm going to do is show you another little trick. See, that's how much I'm going to see, but then I have got that space, so that might work. That might work. I think that one will work beautifully, and this one would work as well. I just wouldn't have the bottom chin bit. So personally, every one of them would work. So my advice is once you get, oh, it'd all work. Once you get a really popular size you want, oh, I hope you're okay. Yeah, you could. You could put the frame. You could change the colours up and everything. So, I mean, I could do a threesome, you know, a triptych, and I could have all different colours, and I could do it in paper piecing, and that's what the thing with the Patreon will be doing. We'll be exploring it further. We'll be working together. We'll be having like a nice little group where we all work together in one group. So, you know, take time to draw. I will use all of them. I like them all. So I've got my square. I've done it a bit thicker so you can see it. And it really doesn't matter to me which one I choose because they're all, it's always going to be different. So all I'm going to do is just mark out by eye the middle bits, right? Just so I know where I am. It doesn't have to be in the middle at all. And then go for it. So here, if you want it symmetrical, yeah. Ah, oh, International Women's Day. Thank you. Yeah, there's amazing people who, you know, inspire me as well. Lots of you all do every day. So choose the beak you like. We've got a triangular beak. Ooh, it'd be better if you could blooming see me. Hello, Linda. You've got a square beak, triangular beak, a pear-shaped one, and this is like a love heart one. So it's entirely up to you. I quite like that one. Okay, I like them all. So here, I'm going to put that there so you can see. And it's just underneath the middle, I'm going to do a triangle. Okay, and I'm just going to run a line there because it might be a bit big. There's my middle point. Okay, so right. So now what I'm going to do, it's going to be like a mirror. So the first thing I want to do is I might even change, see, do I like that beak? Oh, it doesn't matter. So here, from here, we're going to go, you ready? Get your pencil. Like that. Okay, so and you do it opposite. Now, if this doesn't run right, we can rub it out. There's no, there's no line police. So I like that. I'm looking at these, and I'm liking the eyes, and I'm thinking this one looks better now. So I might whap a bit of that off. So just going like that, and then I go to do another one like that. Okay, are we all there? So I will manipulate these in a bit. Might put that there. So now what we've got is we need to make the eyes. Now if I do the eyes there, it looks super super scary. So I'm going to soften the eyes up by just doing a line like that. Doesn't have to be perfect this because we're going to change it. Okay, so we've got that. The next thing is we choose the eyes. Now they have massive eyes. So I want to pretty much fill that shape. Now, the shape of the eye is really important because if I do that, in regards to that, you can see there's a difference in how it looks. So, wow, that was amazing. It's National Women's Day. Ooh. So I'm just going to leave it at that because I quite like it. I'm going to put in now. You can either do. I quite like this bigger pupil like that because I think it softens it. If I wanted to, I can extend the eye when I move that bit of nose off. But each time they look, I can never draw them the same. So now I'm going to look at this and I'm thinking I'm going to do patterns. So if I go back to all of them, I've got the eye and then this pattern which I really like. This one's just got massive circles on which you could do, and this one's got lines going that way. So I quite like that one. You see the eyes are looking slightly different there. So you know you could have them that way there looking from there, but it's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to make a line so it makes sense like that. Okay, now I'm not too sure whether that works, so I have a look at my other drawings and I think that looks like he's got a big mouth, so I'm just going to do that sort of thing. Okay, next I'm just going to do that. So we've got a bit of space. That's okay. I know I've got lots more to do up here, but that's cool. and then I'm going to be looking at the head. So if I know that I want the head there, I'm going to draw it out. I'm not going to have just that. I know that I could have. So let me practice these lines with you, okay? So if we do a, so we start round and flick, okay? Now if we draw that upright, that's like a letter U, L, okay? See how it's flattening out there? You don't want that. So, and then you could do a real flick, almost like an eyeliner, basically. So get that feel for the shapes. It's like a backward S. Okay, so we've got that shape. We can build it up there. Now, I want to extend these. And I want to build them. Now, I could either do it from there and onto there, or I could make it just have that as a line. I think I like that simply because when I 3D it for with my Patreons, it'll look different. So I'm looking at this one, and I'm going to do this one slightly different to see what it look like. So I'm going to do it side on. And the reason I'm going to do it side on is because I'm not looking at the face, I'm looking at the shape. So, excuse me, sorry, so sorry. Get me a pencil over. So which one do we like? Do we like the pointy one or do we like this one? I think I like this one. Now the problem with black card is you can see it a bit, but you won't when we get the drawings on it. It'll just look like part of it. So I'm just going to copy this. So that line there, and it comes like that, I think. If not, my best advice is trace it. Yeah, that looks about right. I'm going to rub this out here. So now the reason I've done this is that these are going to extend and I'm going to cut them out. So you won't see any of that. Now rub out any superfluous lines because they really do not only annoy you, but they do get in the way. Right, okay. I quite like this. It's got a nice feel. The sort of right. I could put in another line there to just join that and then that. And then again here, look at this here. We're just going to go. I might flick it up at the top. There we go. Flick it up a little bit more. Okay, right. Believe it or not. Sounds strange. I know. I'm going to draw over it in black. Oh, well, I don't have any eyebrows anymore. So I don't have any hair. Weird. Don't like do my legs or anything. Not that you all need to know that. I'm just going to try this pen because I think that's a bit hard for you to see. So I'm just going over it in black. And that way, if I want to rub it out, the lines that are on the paper, I can still see the black lines a little bit and the pencil lines that are not wanted go. So I'm looking at that and I'm thinking, does it need to be a bit bigger? Yeah. So what I could do there is I could make the eye really big and take it up to there if I wanted. So just show you what I mean. If I take that up to there, I think it's a bit big. So this will be his eyelashes. Then this. And what happens is, because I'm just going straight out with these lines, I'm not going to have all the superfluous ones. So I'm just going to rub out. Hopefully you'll see it now. There we go. Can you see the black line is still there, and the black line pen has gone over the pencil and kept the pencil there as well. So it's trapped it. So even though you can't see the black line very much, what you can see is where it's trapped the pencil underneath it. If that makes any sense. And this is a better rubber foot, this actually, because it gets rid of everything. So just going to do that, and then what I'll do is I'll set the viewfinder back on, trying to get it right like that, and just do a you can just see it. Hope you can. Oh wow, that's fantastic. Oh, you'll have to tell him about the group. So I've got my basic line. I'm happy with that. There's lots of rubbish going on, but you won't see it. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort of choose, do I want thick lines or thin lines? Now, with this, I've got lots of different pens, lots of fine liners and thick and thin pens and pencils as well. So don't forget your pencils. So I've got them all set out here. You've got them in the group. I'm going to outline this now, and I'm going to outline it with a 5. Hopefully it'll work. A 5's not too thick and not too thin. Go slow. And you know what? The lady who's in the group at the moment, Emma, was the one who told me that you have to go quite slow to get them to work. And I was like, yeah. And she's right. Oh, what have I done here? Get off. I don't like you. That's it. And Emma, best tip ever. Go slow. See, I'm going too fast for it. And she said, go light. You're almost. if I can describe it as something, it's tickling. It is easy. And you can't stay out. Look at your work, Sue. Right, so we've got his eyebrows, Edward Heath. So now what we're going to do is just put in a beak. Join up any lines. I'm going to make it round so it's not as, if it's pointed, it looks quite predatory. Carrot. So if it's pointed, it looks more threatening. And it's really strange, but just drawing different beaks, it's really weird. You think, no, but it really does make a huge difference. So I'm just going to come in now with a few patterns. So I'm leaving them at the head to see whether I want them to run off the page. I've got the option then. Whereas if I just run them off the page, that's the only option I've got. So see what I mean? Do I want them within the shape of the head or do I want them bigger? I want the head in, so I can put the head in like that. You can already see the patterns forming, can't you? Before your eyes. Before your eyes. So the square, do I want it in the head or in the square? But I'll soon see that. So I'm just going to put in the eye. And I'm going to, there we go. So might look a bit bigger. I don't care. It's the answer to it. I don't care. And when you do lines, extra lines, you'll see that it really does not matter. So here I'm just going to do another one. I've changed the size slightly, but that's because I'm just letting the pen draw, really. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I don't want it perfect. So take the lines and follow them to the square. Because you see, that's going to be covered. Unless you do, as we say, the other stuff we will do later on. There we go. Ooh, jumped, skipped. And we've got that. Now we have to look at where do we want this to end. Right. I want the head to end there. Do you want the eyebrows to continue? And I think personally, if I look at it here, I think the head needs to be bigger to fill that space, if that makes sense. Because if it's here, it looks a bit small, doesn't it? So if I'm going to fill in the head, I think I'm going to do it to there. So I need to extend this slightly. So get your rubber on it. Or do we fill it? I'm looking at that now, thinking I want to fill it with pattern. So I'm going to do this one to the head size. I'm quite liking that now. Can you see how you can extend it? And I'm going to go to the edge. And to the edge here. Okay. So there is that part which I'm just going to go and make it seem like it's in there. And then like that. And it's really a lot different now to what it was before. And that's what I want. Like that. There we go. I'm happy with that. But it will sit in a frame, so we'll do some bits and bobs around here. So we've got the main gist of it, right? So I'm looking at patterns that I think are going to work with this. So feathery, look at the main one here. Can we put something here that maybe does look like an owl, or do we just go for it? Well, I think we just go for it. So the first thing I'm going to do, believe it or not, is I'm going to get my size, my bigger size. With not, it's not good, is it? Nearly run out of these. Cost you a bloody fortune being an artist. Right, this is a fatter pen, and it's a broad, and it's the Signal Uni ball, and I'm just going to put in around the edge. I'm not putting a full line. And it'll be hardly seen, this. And it disappears within that line. All I'm doing is reversing what we did the other day. And the other day we did this on white paper with a black pen. I'm just reversing the same. If you've got some dodgy lines, you make them look really dodgy by making them fit in. I hope it don't rain before I go for my walk. When I was walking the other day, I'm like really concentrating on my watercolor skills, and it was really strange that there was a lady, and a gent walking, and I just said, "Oh, would you mind if I took a picture of you?" And the lady was my sort of size, although I have lost quite a lot of weight. And the gent was quite sort of, he looked very fit. Okay, so I'm there and like, can I just take a picture of you? I said, because I want to put sort of like the size ratio. And I went, and she looked at me and I went, no, I mean like the trees. And that was a bigger hole I'd dug. And then I went, no, hang on. I mean, like how big you are in comparison to. And I was like, oh, this hole is just getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I couldn't get myself out of it. And I was really like, oh, just go home now. Just go home and don't talk to anybody because you're going to upset everybody. And I kept saying, no, I mean this, I mean this. And all I meant was the size of the height of the people in relationship to the trees. But I kept saying all this crap, and it was digging this hole. And she looked at me, and I was like, oh, for God's sake. So I just said, look, I just want to take pictures of you so I can see your height in the trees. And they burst out laughing. I said, that was one of the hardest conversations I ever had. I said, now you're going to think I'm some weirdo. And he said, you're right there. Anyway, they let me take pictures after all that. But I was like, I knew what I meant. I knew what I was trying to say. But nobody else could. Anyway, I'm just going to put some little dots there just to show that it's still within our space. But it might not be used as much. I mean, I might change all this now. So, are we having fun? Okay. So, I'm looking for images and things that will go with this. And obviously, I like the idea of feather shapes, right? So, maybe I'm just looking, that's got to be pretty powerful there. So, maybe like a peacock feather. But I don't want it to look more like a third eye, so I've got to be a bit careful. So I'm going to go in with a pencil first, and I'm looking at this, and I'm just going to put a line down the middle. I'll show you why. Can you see that? Yes, you can. And I'm just going to do like a to see if that works. Does it work? Yeah, it sort of works, doesn't it? Sort of works. Maybe when I get other stuff in it. So there we go. So I've done them in pencil to get that. So I've got a feather feel there. And I've got another one here. So I've got to think, right, I've got feathers. So let's go for another splitting it again. But this time maybe drawing another line in it to bring the pattern out. So let's go for and then drawing another line in there and then doing it thinner. No, so not too sure on that one. But I'm trying to keep it linear. With softer and strong and then quite strong patterns like that. And then we've got this main one near the eye. And I think looking at it now, this needs something powerful but not overtake the eye. So I'm looking and I'm thinking, oh, what do I do in this? Oh, see you later, Sue. Oh, you could make the eye bigger. Put dots in there. Okay, and then this would be like that. And then here we need something quite soft. So we could have that shape again. Oh yeah, that's nice. Okay. So I've done like a diamond on there, that in his eyes. So I've just put two little lines in there and I'll show you just to give it a highlight. Then here we need to look for a fantastical. So I'm going to draw two lines. Maybe a bit bigger, maybe not. And then in there, well, let's see, we could put little diamonds or anything in there, couldn't we? Yeah, I like that. I'm only going to do one because then I'll copy it over. And then here we'll just do, I might change that. Here, I think we might just do lines. Right, I'm ready. So I'm going to go straight in with the big lines and I hope you can follow me. Okay, so the first thing is, I'm just wondering whether I actually need the line there. So don't like the line, don't like the pencil. Might not draw the pencil line because I think the pencil line would be quite heavy. So I'm just doing like a balloon shape. And I'm going to rub that out on that one. Like that. So I'll wait for that to dry and I'll rub this one out because I'll be honest with you, this isn't working with the pencil lines on it. But it a bit light there, it doesn't matter. So we're coming from here, so it's that's much better. I'll leave that to dry and I can rub that out. So I'm not drawing the actual line. Okay. Now I'm just adding pattern. I'm going to do it up there, so it doesn't matter where I do it. Leave that one now. So this one is I'm going to put two in and I'm going to show you what we're going to do with this. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3. And I'm just wondering whether I should turn pen. Just try. There we go. Take your time, wiggle your toes. When you get to here, forget you've got one of those and just do the two. So that should be dry now. Okay, so here I'm reading a book on colour, and it is an amazing book. If anybody's on Audible, I can share it with you for free. And it's just fired up all my passion again for colour. Knowledge is everything, and I'm just amazed because I'm just fascinated by where it comes from and what you do and everything. So, all right, yeah, it's um, yeah, Tina, it could be a bit more difficult. Yeah, sometimes it does play up. But what you can do with that, oh, it sounds daft, this, is put it through your die cutting machine without any dies, obviously, and flatten it. That really does help. So what I've done, I've put those lines in there, and I've put a little white highlight. Okay, I'm not too sure about filling all this because I think this pattern here is quite strong. So if I just do another pattern there that just does small patterns on it, I think it's not as heavy near the eye. I'm just going to do this eye. I'm hoping people are going to want to get involved with doing art with me. I really am. Because to send it out to you and then to see what you do with it is going to be amazing. So I'm going to do, I don't think I want as many. I think that's better for the, it's not a nose. You haven't got a nose. And then eyebrows. Yeah, I like that, but I might change it. So there goes. So I've done sort of a few more lines in it like that. And then I like the idea of it just being, years ago they used to tell you the weather and it actually would be like that. Now they've got all these machines, right? 9 times out of 10 it's wrong. 9 times out of 10 it's blooming wrong. I'm just going to put a line there to make it part of the head, what we could do. But I'm leaving that because it's part of the eye. So what I might do is just yeah, and then we can see the eye better. And then I can sort of put in a line there. Good morning. Oh, these are a bit bigger. And what I need to do is make them like that. Oh, you won't see it. So I've just put some extra ones there that look a bit unhappy with this here because I think it's over the top. But I am going to calm it down by actually putting some more stuff in it, believe it or not. So here, I've decided I'm going to do scallops. Oh, I'm so impressed with Sarah Davis. What an achievement! She's an inspiring lady. I remember her years and years ago. She's done so much. She's achieved so much. Wow. Wow. And all the ladies that worked with her along the way. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Well done. There we go. So I put the pattern in there over the head. So I've done it the opposite way. So in there I've done lines that follow the head. There I've just done lines that are in the background, so to speak. And then here I'm just going to do I think a similar pattern, but I might put something in it to fill the space. If you get what I mean. So right, I'm really happy with that. These I'm going to leave for a minute. Next thing is what am I going to do? So I'm just going to pop in. Now, if I colour them in straight away, I might not like it. So I'm just dotting around the circles. Like that. Oh, you're never going to believe this. You're never ever going to believe this. Guess what I did? I went to the courthouse, right? And when I was there, and they check your bag and they do everything, and I was determined that I was going to do some work. And I'd been drawing, so I thought, right, I'll draw. And I took my big bag, which has got my drawing stuff in. So I did my bag the night before, checking all stuff out of it. So I took everything out. Didn't check the other bag. And you know the tonic massive knives like this? I had one of them to sharpen my pencil in. Oh, I've never been so embarrassed. It was like, can you ask you what you're going to use this for? Gosh. Oh my gosh. I was so embarrassed. Anyway, I said, look, it's from a pencil. And he said, it sounds that daft, it's got to be true. I said, it is, I promise you. Absolutely, I didn't know what to do. Oh, I was embarrassed. Honestly, I was embarrassed. So yeah, taking a Stanley knife to coat. Oh, only me. So just add in some little dots. They don't have to follow regular. Just going to put the white dot in their eye as a highlight. A twin line. This is just filling in pattern now. And then there. Like small feather like things. So what I'm going just here, get my pen. Let me just see. Yep, I like that. So all I'm doing is dotting each side, and the reason I'm dotting it is any dodgy lines will be hidden under dots, she thinks. There we go. Same here. Hopefully it'll give you like the idea that we do when we're shading. But of course the tones are all different. See, I really like that much better now. It's softened that up. See, these like some of these lines are well dodgy. So by doing this, looks like part of the work. I'm hoping that you're gonna join the live that I'm gonna do with our lovely Rachel. We're gonna do a live together this week. Not this weekend, on a weekend. And we're going to work together, which I'm really looking forward to because I've not worked with her for ages. So I'm just going to colour these in like that. Needs a few more in there. I'll just make some of these a bit fatter. Now, I'll show. Oh, have I got it here? I have done all these in sets of eyes. So you've got all eyes, and they make great stamps. So that's something that I could look at. Here, I'm just going to do a little bit in there. Morning, honey. Mm-hmm. Day, day, night. So here, oh, they're coming for me. Just like a little. Yeah, so I'm not on this Monday. It's a lovely sales show. I'm on 21st with Global Arts. I'm only on 1 hour, but I'll pack it in, don't worry. Not too sure exactly what we're doing at the moment, but as soon as I know, I'll find out. I'll let you know. So a little dot in there. Oh, there. I nearly did it in the wrong spot. But yeah, so I'm only on 1 hour. But it's global arts, so it could be Montana, Sennelier, all those wonderful brands. Now, looking at it, I'm thinking quite like the black space. If anyone's talking about biscuits, I'm pretty certain it's mine. So we've got that. I'm wondering whether here, just around this bit. Morning heartache. Yeah, I like that. Giving it a bit more pattern. So if I make them a bit bigger, then you can sort of do that in between, which is pattern but not pattern. It's not filling it. Do you know what I mean? It's sort of not filling it. And I quite like the idea of perhaps just lines like that. So I've got to make sure that they're right. So that's going that way, so I've got to go that way. Right, round here. A little bit of white. Dotting. Another reason. You don't have to fill the space at all. So we've got his eyes, we've got him. And when we was using our pointillism, we would do, I want it to be a grey colour, not a white colour. So I put more white but less space. So I am shading, but I'm using white on black. So the more white, the greyer it looks. The less white, the blacker it looks. Because your eye mixes it to grey, believe it or not. There we go. Your eye mixes that to a greyer colour, so it almost shades it. And I'm just going to do the same here. There we go. So there we go. So it's part of it, but not. So the next thing, what time have we done? Oh, I've done it. Great time. I'm going to use the back of this. So it's not the best thing to do. So I'm just going to pop here. Yeah. Might have to cut these out a little bit more. So, right, hang on. I wonder how old this is. If it's old, then. There we go. That should be a bit better now. Oh, not that high. Not great, but now it's a bit dangerous. You have more accidents with blunt ones than you do with sharp. sharper they are, the better. So push them out. And I'm just going to quickly cut this off. I have got a cutting mat, but it's over there. I can't be bothered. So, ooh, oh dear. Right, now let's get my frame. Now, let's see. I might have to cut it a little bit more. Yeah, I will. So, just go in a little bit more. And that's only because I've done it tight, as they say. Tight to the mount. Any bit of crappy bits that really round the side that you don't like, you'll be hidden with this. That's better. There we go. So now I can just put that there. Right, come on, Withers. See, it's too big, so chop it off. Oh, no, don't chop it off quite like that. It needs to be smaller than the mount, obviously. Otherwise, it won't fit. Oh, for crying out loud, get in there, will you? Oh, it sounded like my mum and dad then. Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's why I've not got a thing done. Oh, come on. Not rocket science with us. Right, I'm not looking myself, so you're not looking first. I'm having a butcher's. These are the things that trap your nails, and then before you know it, you've wrecked your nails. There you go. How cool is he? And you could do less. You could put gold and silver on it. What do you reckon, guys? What do you reckon? It's cool, isn't it? I'm going to save that's for my sister-in-law. This is for Anne-Marie. So, hope she likes it. Yeah, so we've got our owl, and the next part of this is going to be me doing this three-dimensionally. So I will be doing it with my Patreons. And if you'd like to know about my Patreons, go to louwithers.com, www.louwithers.com, and you'll see the Patreon site. Now it's $12.99 for the whole month, but you get 4 huge projects. You get all the frees that I normally do, but you do get finished projects every month that could make 2 or 3 hour projects, all for £3 a week, which I think is really good value. Just to let you know though, out of that £12.99, £13, I get 10. So that's why it's that price, so that I can get £10 a month to do this. It works out at £1 a video, which I don't think's a lot, which is less than minimum wage, is £1 an hour. So I think that's quite doable. So yeah, so I'm trying to run people into the idea of what Patreon means and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed that. I mean, I've got all these other ones to do if I wish. I mean, I think these make great stamps myself. So if you think they would as well, let me know and we'll have a chat about them. So thank you to everybody so much. Your support is just over the moon. And I really do mean it when I say that you are the reason I can carry on. You are the reason that I get up to do this. So I really do mean that. I'm not greedy. I'm not fake. I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to just survive. And I've not gone suddenly diva because I'm on telly. In fact, I've stepped back because I've seen what it does to people, and I really don't like it. Very true. My integrity. I mean, one of the reasons is I wouldn't sell a product on TV because I didn't like it, and I don't think that fared well. But I kept my integrity. So those of you that don't know that, yeah, one of the reasons I stepped back is because I wasn't going to sell rubbish, and I decided I needed to step back. Not from now. This was 2 years ago, and I'm in a great place now. I'm in a wonderful place with Highlight Crafts where they do amazing work and amazing quality. That's why I work with them and Global, because they have amazing quality, amazing standards, and amazing integrity and love and support. So I hope you can support them as well, because I think the world of everyone at Highlights. So I'm going to be doing some more with them. I hope you can join them on Monday when Dawn Wheeler will be doing a sale for Moodling, but I hope you can join me with all my new stuff as well. So thank you for your time and your support, and hop on over. You've got the link to show you what I'm using, but hop on over and to Highlights as well, and anything Moodling that you see on there. There are like codes and things. I'm sure you'll get some money off, but don't tell anyone. Right, so it'll probably be Tuesday now. When I do, I'll be Tuesday, Friday. Sorry, it's 50p an hour when you get it. 50p an hour, not pounds an hour. So you're getting even better. So I'll just say, ta-ra, like that.